What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is a look at the prize wall for the Slay-omi weekend, as well as some of the loots and bags. Like this right here is a very appealing Flash Feud bag for me because it has shards of Alexa. I would say if you can get anything for her that you possibly can, I would go for it because the odds are you won't see her again until spring break. I'm personally about 900 shards away, so I don't know that I'll get her, but I would love to. Then right here, if you don't have these two, Becky's actually available. We're going to take a look at that offer real quick in a moment, but for $20, which is freaking insane to me in a good way. Then you've got this one, which has Zombie Sammy and Penta and that guy, Randy Orton, right? So all of these bags are actually really good this time around. Personally, I'm looking at this because I'm very close to recruiting Penta, and I would love to have him for this weekend event. And then you've got this one, which is Axe plus the best two of last year's zombies. So all of these bags are very good right off. And then I want to go into just the offers real quick. If you scroll down here, oh, look at that. Gulick Warrior. Where are the... Oh, you know what? I need to reload this real quick because it's still set from yesterday. I was doing the Naomi review, or sorry, the preview earlier, and it was still set for that. Now it's updated, but it's still weird that it had the bags, but not the other stuff. So you've got this S plus tier hype loot. We're going to take a look at that in a moment as well, but good Lord. Anyway, you've got a wild hype special. You've got another camping in the woods with the axe, which does leave the silver bullet for next week. I'm just saying. Okay, so this offer right here, I'm not telling you how to spend, but Zombie Becky is one of my favorite zombies in the game. She holds up very well. I know some people don't like her because it's a sub build. It's random whether they break your trap gems or how many they break. But overall, she's still one of my favorites. Plus, you get 7 of those. Plus, you get TP to build Becky up, which is kind of nice as well. You also have Jade Cargill for $20. Not one that I use, but I mean, $20 is a decent deal for that. But look at this. Becky is 6 gold. That's just redonkulous. On the portal, you also have an offer for $10 to get, I think it's 350 shards of Elphaba. So, if you want her, go for that. And then don't miss, there is a free zombie Rhea right next to your, if you've got the VIP deal, this little free turnbuckle here. And then the bags again. So that's kind of those right there. We'll look at the offers themselves. But this prize wall, 35 of these wood piles gets you Zombie Sammy, which I think is probably within reach for either top factions or moderate spenders. So if you don't have Zombie Sammy, he is by far one of my favorite strikers in the game and top 3 zombies period for me, like male at least. Right now my male zombies top are him, LA Knight, and Zombie CM Punk. I'm probably missing somebody, but those are the ones I use the most, and I really, really like him. Unfortunately, Zombieanka doesn't hold up, but if you don't have her, 10 wood piles for her is a very good deal. You can usually tell about how many you're gonna get by what the top end is. So with the top end being 70 to 100, I would say that most players will get 20 to 40 of these wood piles. So these two are probably within reach, but she's certainly available for most in this. Gears. Basically, if you don't have any of these gears, they're all worth it. R-Truth is very good. Watch our video on him with both gears and the Devil's Yeet. He's actually one of the top tricksters in the game if you have everything, and there's one of the pieces you might need. 50 for Gunther's gear is probably a little overpriced, but it's decent. He definitely benefits from it. It's like +4 multi-gems, I think. It doesn't say, but that's something like that. The Alliance Austin gear is great. If you can get it, I would go for that. Sammy's gear is basically move damage, but he doesn't become relevant with it still. So it's fine. And then if you can get one of these, you've whaled out. So you know if you need these, Rhea's gear is phenomenal, Jay's gear is phenomenal, and either or both of his gears are very good. That's if you have one of them, that's going to give you just the MP up bonus. These are what they are. I mean, they're fine. If you had to choose between like Alliance Austin and a Mischief Plate, I would go with the gear first just because it's a little rare. However, if you have, especially if you have Muda and don't have this plate, this should be your top get. Like, Muda plus the Mischief Plate is incredibly hard hitting. If you don't know, Muda's move destroys the whole board twice, which actually triggers the Mischief Plate twice, and you buff your purple gems 999%. So, he's great in every mode, but he's especially great in the Titan mode with that, because you end up buffing your purple gems 2,000% by your last two hits, and you throw out basically an entire board full twice, plus whatever's on there. So if you have Muda and don't have a Mischief, that should be your top get. Sheriff's Badge is always good. It's interesting. I mentioned it on another video, but ever since the Royal Rumble plates came out, I've basically forgotten about the Sheriff's Badge, but there are several characters who are designed around it, especially like Seth freaking Rollins and Vader Showboat. Like, they do red gems, but then you throw out their primary color, which is yellow, right? Belts are always great. The 150 gem damage strap's 30, which means it's probably going to be just out of reach of most players if you're not spending, but obviously that is a great strap for her. And then Alexa Bliss, same thing. If you have one of the two of them, that's a great get. These straps are good. You've got Cerro Muerto, you've got Braun Breaker, and you've got Sheamus, and they're accordingly priced-wise. I kind of wish it was 2010-5 just because, you know, this one and these are the same price, but, I mean, 150%. Notice move damage, though, whereas all the rest are gem damage. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. There are some move damage in here, but there's not a 150% gem damage for Penta, which is weird. So just pay attention, because that's gem, that's move, that's gem, that's gem. Oh, look at that. Never mind. There's Penta's gem damage. So it's just weird. It's just weird. There's a couple move damage mixed in there. This for me would be phenomenal. If I could get that twice, I would be very happy. I'm working my way towards getting Axe, but all of these are phenomenal, and especially for those who maybe got close with the Stephanie Vakir offers but didn't get her. This can get you up to 460 more shards, which is not a small number of shards, you know, but that is a big number for the wood piles. He's great if you can get him. He's great. She's amazing. Fantastic, pretty good, great, good, very great, pretty good, not so great, not so great. And then these two, these are the ones I wanted to kind of highlight at the bottom. It's 175 shards and 200 shards, but they're twice, so you can get the offers 2x, and you'd only need 6 to get that. So that's a good 350 shards of Ray. If you're close to him, he's very good. And if you have a Frankie plate, he is absolutely phenomenal. Cody is fine. He's fine. Rusty has said it so many times, but they just needed to make his gear all color, and he'd have been great, but it's just red, and then you have to figure out how to get the yellow loaded. It's its own thing. I would personally stay away from these. They are random. The nice thing is at least they're 100% guaranteed. But you just, I mean, if you're going to spend 10, I would go for somebody you don't have here or work your way towards the plates. Then for one wood pile, which by the way, this kind of look like poo piles, you can get 6-star gold tokens of whichever flavor you like. So that's not too bad. Or 2 of the 5-star bronze. Actually, it's not whichever flavor. It is. That's weird. Anyway, yeah. You get 2 of whichever flavor you like that way. And then you've got 40 million coins as your default. I always love when they have a 1 option, so that way you can get rid of whatever you have excess. So get all your other stuff and then come back for one of these guys here to finish you off. So overall, pretty decent prize wall. There's definitely shards for a lot of different characters and at a lot of different price points. So there should be something for everyone to be able to grab. And if nothing else, if you don't have her, you should be able to walk away with Zombie Bianca this weekend, which is pretty decent. And if you stretch, you might be able to walk away with Zombie Sammy, which is phenomenal. Just phenomenal. But again, if you have Muda and don't have this, that's your main goal. So that's the prize wall. Let's take a look at the loot. We saw some offers. There's 2 different loots this weekend, which is interesting. This one is, we're going to look at it first. This one's just really interesting. So it's $20 for a 4 pull or $100 for a 22 pull, and you're guaranteed a featured. Your featured give you 110 shards. So basically enough to get someone to level 3 hype, or if you already have them at level 3, it would guarantee you getting them to level 4 hype. And it is absolutely guaranteed to be an S plus tier character. So, holy cow, that's pretty good. That being said, keep in mind, every Hall of Famer is an S plus tier character. So a lot of what you're going to see in here is Hall of Fame characters, right? So you'd be thinking, oh, what if I get my Hip Hop Cena? It's as likely that you'll get Foley Hall of Fame or Mr. Perfect Hall of Fame. And let's be honest, they're just not as hard hitting as these guys. But otherwise, I mean, that would be incredible. That would be incredible. That would be great. That would be incredible. That would be incredible. Not so much. That'd be fine. No. Yes. Yes. No. 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 Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. Yes. 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 All these are yeses. Yes. 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 Yes, 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 yes. Although that's maybe more of a but yeah. It's funny, he's the top one in there. But yeah, all of those are really good. And then you go down into these, and this is where you have kind of the rest of your stuff. But they're all 30 hits, which is good. I mean, if you hit anyone, you're at least taking them to level 1, possibly closer to level 2. And all S plus tiers. So that's great. However, I said Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's actually not in here. So not all of your S plus tiers are in this loot. So keep that in mind. But the ones that are pretty darn good. No zombies also. No zombies in that one. All right. Then we've got the Elphaba loot, the zombie Slay-omi. It is 9 guaranteed featured. So I do like that you get more shards of her guaranteed, but that does mean you get less other pulls. I liked the way they did the Alexa Bliss loot. It was guaranteed to be 100 at least, whereas this one is 30, and then you do times 9. So you're guaranteed about 300, a little bit less, 270 shards of her per featured pull. So just keep that in mind. She's a 3K unlock. And then there's all of her things. 1%, 17, down to 30. So there's all of her straight up just recruit hers. But here's what you're more likely to hit. Almost guaranteed that you're going to hit this instead. So 9 times 30, I would guess the average is going to be about 50 each. So let's just be generous and say you might get about 500 shards per mega. And she's a 3,000 recruit. So you do have the ability to get her guaranteed through the shards if you pull. But it might take a few megas, and that's what they're kind of counting on most of the time, I think. It's kind of how they run the business. Then on this one, you're talking about your 17.8%. He's amazing. I'm desperately hoping I get her before the end of this event. Absolutely incredible, incredible, incredible. Great, but you can buy her at 6 gold for $20. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Look at this. He's a free-to-play character in terms of if you max the month, you pretty much get him. But I am still trying to get him with only a week to go, and I'm usually at the S tier by about halfway through an event or a month. So he seems to be a little bit harder to get. There's an extra chance. She was, again, same S tier, but free if you keep grinding. But if you don't have her, she's great. Phenomenal, phenomenal. $20 on the portal. Free last year. Just great as a trainer, as a coach. She's been given away, kind of, anyway, at least through the Prizewall oopsies. Grant Camping, baby. Grant Camping. Come back to me. She's not good anymore. She's arguably very good. She's amazing. Not good. Very good. Free. Very good, especially if you have the bird plate. Like, absolutely one of the best technicians in the game if you have his plate the snowfall plate and his 2 gears. It takes all of it, but he dang uses it once you got it. He's good, free, not very expensive, not very good, mostly free. He's great as a coach, free, not great, amazing, horrible, not as good anymore. Let's see. Okay, terrible, good-ish, very good, not great, great trainer, great coaching ability. These guys are all okay-ish, free, great, very good, even though free, garbage. So that tier is mostly very, very, very good options. Then we kind of go down, and this is your normal stuff. This is what you're going to get most of. Free tier, awesome that he's in there, but not good anymore. If you don't have him yet, you get him. He'd be a victory tour for you, and then shards. This is what I'm hoping for. I'm going to try and do some pulls tonight, and I want this on this on this. As many of those shards as I can get would be amazing. And then again, Charlotte's amazing. They sold her somehow for $20, which was crazy to me. Best trickster in the game if you have the Punk Gauntlets plate. And yeah, mostly free to play stuff. If you don't have him, he'd be good just as a Pokemon. And then shards. So that's kind of the loot and prize walls. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Are you going to try and pull for Slay-omi? She's definitely very good. Check out our videos on her. And are you going for the Hype Prime loot? This is that's a whaley. That's a whaley one for those who do it. But I guess if you want to take that advantage, you definitely could get some tier 4s out of it if you hit the right things. So that's it for this one. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Like the video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and send this to your friend or faction mate who are questioning what they should do with their prize walls, whether they should pull on the loot. Here's your answer. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.